ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla na ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla na ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etugha eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkọ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtụ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbata anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwe anyị bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụ ikunye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ usu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anyị ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye nke a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise.
Thank you, Odogu Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu.
I think I've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper rapid development in Nigeria, we need to separate, we need to divide.
Yes.
Let the Yoruba man go their way, let the Northerners go their way, let the Easterners go their way. This thing about one Nigeria is definitely not going to work, Chacha. Wallahi. You cannot have South Africans clowning us. You cannot have Ghanaians clowning us. And now you now have Namibians clowning us. One Nigeria is definitely not going to work. You cannot have a simple argument or a debate with anybody from Africa right now and you are able to win. You speak one, they tell you electricity. You speak two, they tell you security. You cannot travel 10 kilometers without writing your will. They speak about bad road. They've gone as low as internet. We need to divide. This thing about one Nigeria is not going to work. Having one person as a president sitting in one place called Aso Rock, deciding the fate of 300 million people, especially when you know these are the least smartest people in the country, it's not going to work. Let us bring some kind of competition within these different regions, instead of having to depend and say everything has to do with the federal government. Ordinary electricity. I was thinking this thing about electricity in Ghana was a joke, but apparently these guys are having the best type of electricity like they were in Europe. In Nigeria, you can't even boast of 24 hours electricity. In year 2026, we need to divide, man. The only war we are winning right now in Nigeria is just jollof rice. And then maybe dirty December, clubbing alcohol. No, we can do better. This thing about what Nigeria is 300 million people. When you look at these other countries I'm speaking about, you look at Ghana, they are not even up to 40 million. Namibia, 3 million on a good day. RCCG is bigger than Namibia. The Youth Ministry of Christ Embassy, they are bigger than Namibia. Yeah, these people, they are clowning us every single day. Nigerians cannot win one war. You cannot have a normal debate and say you are going to win. Everybody, they are clowning us. Giant of Africa, my foot. Let everybody go develop their region. Chase the Igbo man from the West. Go chase the Yoruba men from the East, let them go back. Everybody go make your region better. Go find the Igbo man in the North. Let everybody, but depending on one president to make these things happen is definitely not going to work. We are too many, we are too populated for this whole one Nigeria affair. It's not going to work. Let us divide. I am tired. I am tired. The bare minimum. We are not even speaking about healthcare. We are not even speaking about child mortality, education. Just the basics we cannot even be proud of. Not one Nigeria, my foot. Everybody go your way. Let's do a referendum. Let the people decide. Nonsense, man. I'm tired.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Thank you, lovers of freedom. Welcome back from your Easter. Today is Easter Monday anyway. Happy Easter Monday, even though there's nothing to be happy about what's happening in the zoo. Yeah, our joy is that we are getting it right. Like I told you, Nigeria will never get it right. And what I wish you today is that may this Easter be the last Easter you will ever have in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom called Nigeria. May it be your last Easter. You will resurrect as a Biafra from this Easter, and you are going into your promised land. Your experience of this evil, demonic, diabolic contraption will be over. Yes, it will be over. Nigeria will never recover. But you will recover. I love the post that came from my brother Joseph Okechukwu. He said, Nigeria will never come out of this problem. The imprisoned man Nnamdi Kanu, a man who was speaking for their own well-being. They imprisoned him. And he said something. He said, Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out of this. But you see, Nigeria will not come out of it. This situation Nigeria is in is going to get worse for Nigeria, and they're not going to come out. And any one of you still looking for how to patch and fix Nigeria, I bet you, with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, that Nigeria will happen to you. It will collapse on you. The founders of Nigeria have already surrendered themselves to the demon of Islam. They've already surrendered themselves. And then, do you not know that before they surrender themselves, before Britain surrendered Britain to the demon of Islam, don't you know they've already surrendered Nigeria to that demon? There's a man who have threatened to bomb British people, bomb America, bomb everything. As I speak right now in Britain, he's contesting for office and he will win. Why will he not win? The King of England, King Charles, have sworn his allegiance to Islam. And his son, the prince, have also sworn his allegiance to Islam. Now, Nigeria, their product, while there was massacre, destruction, and mayhem, the clueless president of the Zoological Republic was there in Britain, exchanging pleasantries and signing agreements that Britain will be sending back to Nigeria the worst of the worst in Britain. And these are not only going to be Nigerians. From the agreement they signed, it is the worst of the worst criminals that they are going to be expelling from Britain, especially those that they do not have their identity. Nigeria have signed and have agreed to receive them. The worst terrorists, the worst criminals, the worst rapists, the worst pedophile, they will be sending them to Nigeria. Nigeria is now going to become a hellhole. That is why you see the army chiefs, army general, presidency of Nigeria, they have nothing to say about the terrorists that are massacring the people. I saw our dear Rufai Husseini on Arise News as he was recounting the things that were happening. He almost broke into tears as he was talking about the kind of pain and suffering the ignorant remnant of the Nigerian armies are going through. He was breaking down in tears. But the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom journalist with him, Ruben Ephes Abati, was trying to cover up and say, no, we're not trying to discourage people from the army. But Rufai was telling, I'm going to play that video. Rufai was telling you what happened to an army general who his location, he released his location to his own intelligence where he was. His SOS message landed in the phone of terrorists. Terrorists received SOS message of an army general who was in trouble, and it was ambushed and it was murdered like a chicken. Up to today, the Nigerian government did nothing about it. The terrorists that did it, Nigerian government are looking for how they will bring them in, and even if possible, if they contest for presidency, they can win. That's the situation. So that's why I want to appreciate Mommy Lola Goyibo for giving me this music. We're going to enjoy right now before we go into the details of it, because my people, get ready. Ghana, we're going home. We are going home. Mazin Namdekano has prepared us. Onyendu have prepared us. Odogu Simon Ekpa is getting ready. The return of the dragon will be brutal. Should I repeat myself? The return of the dragon that scares them will be brutal. The dragon is coming back and they can do nothing about it. And whether or not they like it, we are going home. Yes, whether or not they like it, we are going home. Umunnem, Aigana, get ready, we are going home. Listen to this and then we will go into it proper.
I got that. I got that. I got that. I got that. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Sweet. My brother James DK, I greet you. Hey, Thomas. Is because it's definitely going to have a copyright, and then we will do something about it after we finish our live broadcast. All right, my people, you need to know that in England, Britain, Obodonde creating Nigeria, in Britain. If you don't know, let me show you things that are happening in Britain. Now, the leading party right now in Britain, is it the Labour Party? Those that are probably going to take over from the current Islamic, conservative, whatever leader, Kestema. I want you to see what the leader of this party is actually saying about the situation of Britain right now. Britain is down already. That's why you see Nigeria going where it is going. And the way the place Nigeria is going, there's no saving Nigeria. This is Britain. Now I want you to watch this. Listen to this. Let me see. Let me be sure that we have the video. 1 minute. Yeah, let me be sure that we have it. Okay, bring it over here. Yeah, it's better this way. All right, let's see. Okay, listen.
This is Nigel Farage, a member of parliament and also running for potentially the leader of the United Kingdom. What we witnessed in London,
a potential leader of this British government, Nigel Farage. Watch.
Also running for potentially the leader of the United Kingdom. What we witnessed in London at the historic Trafalgar Square in a country built up on Judeo-Christian values was a group of people attempting to dominance over our capital and our culture, says Nigel Farage.
Have a look at this short clip. This is what happened in Trafalgar Square on Monday.
Trafalgar Square.
What we witnessed on Monday in London, in the historic Trafalgar Square, in a country that was based and built on Judeo-Christian values, because that's at the bottom of everything this country's ever been. What we witnessed there was a group of people headed up by the ghastly Sadiq Khan, attempting dominance over our capital city and over our culture. And what do we get today? At Prime Minister's questions, the PM defended what happened in Trafalgar Square and said that anybody that stands out and speaks against it is a bigot. Well, I'm sorry, Prime Minister. I'm sorry, the Conservative Party that let most of these people in. We are not going to surrender everything that was built over centuries, defended at a cost of great blood in 2 world wars, for us to be a free, independent nation. We will not put up with this anymore. Simple as.
So Nigel Farage talking the right talk now. I'm not trying to get so involved in UK politics. I'm an American Israeli. I'm rooting for you patriots in the UK, but I don't really want to get involved in your politics that much. I'm not trying to do all that. But I've heard from people who commentate on Nigel Farage, and I had a conversation with Tommy Robinson specifically about this, that he may be just pivoting to talk the talk right now, but when he gets into his position of power, he may fail you guys, just like the rest of the politicians have in the past. He may be just talking the talk now without any intention of actually protecting you guys from what's going on, because the powers that be, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a real fight. Islamic power in the UK is large. It is powerful now. It is a powerful group of people, even though it's such a small percentage. It's going to take a lot from your end. It's not going to be an easy fight to make them back off and relinquish power inside of the UK. And the question is...
Are you hearing that? The roots that these people have already gotten in the UK is so deep that what this man is saying, this journalist, who's an American Israeli, is considering it a rhetoric. They say he's just talking, because when the heat goes on now, when the heat comes, you will see him, his language will change, because they will not be, because the king of England have already surrendered to them. The king of England have surrendered to them. The prince of England have surrendered to them. Nigel Farage is just talking. He's making them, some of the few ones, feel like he can do something. But they all have a price. Most of them have a price. Like most of you, the people you see in the zoo today, they have a price. But we, Biafrans, we've got leadership that have not got a prize. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, priceless. Mazi Simon Ekpa, priceless. They have tried them. And when they discover that they cannot buy them, they begin propaganda, both within and without. So that is why I know that we are the last seed that will bring about the redemption, the end of the slavery of our people. But you talk about Nigeria, the founders of Nigeria are gone. Gone as well is Nigeria. The people that founded Nigeria, that made Nigeria, they are gone. Nigeria itself is also gone. There's no, I told you that they will never get it right. As long as I know that Britain will not get it right, I also know that Nigeria will not get it right. So it's just a matter of time. So you see what Nigel Farage is saying. Apart from what Nigel Farage is doing and saying, there is other people that have understood it also in UK. They're also trying to speak up. There's this elderly man who has also come up to call the greatest betrayer. Let's listen to him. When during this Easter, the King of England refused to release Easter message, but have already released his Salah message to Ndina. And then the patriots that understand that look is all over with them. This one had this to say. Let's hear him.
Well, greetings, Your Majesty. I'm a dyed-to-the-wool monarchist, as was my father, and my father before him. We've held your mother's commission and your grandfather's commission in military service, and we listened patiently to your support for Islam through Ramadan. But I remind you, you're head of the Church of England, and that is a very critical role for you, which you don't seem to understand, and I'm not sure whether you're fully mentally well or not. If you're not, I wish you well. But it seems to me you have no real deep Christian faith, and neither does your son. Presumably you had a hand of bringing him up. This is a very important constitutional role as a Christian. And it now seems you're not going to give an Easter message, which I think confirms what many of your subjects have believed for some time, that you have somehow embraced the Islam faith. And that's not a problem as far as I'm concerned. I'm a libertarian. You must embrace whatever faith you think appropriate, but not as king. Not as king. You must abdicate, and I would suggest similarly that your son must not take the throne, because it seems to me you do not understand what your role seriously is. You're one of the richest men in the world, and you have a reputation, I could possibly comment on it, of being one of the meanest. What I'm suggesting to you is that you abdicate and get gone. Get thee gone. You are of no use to this country whatsoever. You have failed in every conceivable way in your relatively short period of time on the throne. In the name of God, go.
Monster.
Sorry. This man is talking to the king.
Well, greetings, Your
The king. You know, normally you have no, who born you to talk to the king like that? He's telling the king of England, if it were before, he would have been hung on the stake. But he's telling the king that in the name of God, go, you have nothing. Let's repeat those last lines again.
It seems to me you do not understand what your role seriously is. You're one of the richest men in the world, and you have a reputation, I could possibly comment on it, of being one of the meanest. What I suggest to you is that you abdicate and get gone. Get thee gone.
Get thee
You are
gone.
of no use to this country whatsoever. You have failed in every conceivable way in your relatively short period of time on the throne. In the name of God, go.
In the name of God, go. They're telling the king of Israel, England, in the name of God, if you don't, you know, Master Nnamdi Kanu told them, if you do not remove your mouth and your involvement in what is happening in Nigeria, you will be so destroyed. And now it's obvious that it was not even today they started, and they were determined to do what they're doing. And Master Nnamdi Kanu have always known that Chukwuokike Abiama will visit us with deliverance, will visit us with freedom, and we will be gone out of Nigeria. Now, apart from him, you know, do you know there's a video? I don't know whether I can play it. There's a video of that king in the month of March. In the month of March. I know they said it is not of March. Some people are claiming that it is recently, but what do you call these people that go through videos to find out whether it is true or not? What they call it? What's the word they use? Fact check. The fact checkers fact checked video. They said that video was in March when the king was going to church, do something in the Church of England. People gathered outside the Church of England and they were telling him, they were telling the king, go, you abdicate. You are no longer the king. You are not king over us. Abdicate in England. In England. Now, let me show you this video of the Prince William, the one that should be taking over from the king. I wonder how they are now the ones that are preaching. The King of England is now the one preaching for the Islamic faith. In fact, as if they are the ones that understand the faith more than the Islamic people themselves. I don't understand. The way they tell you how peaceful the religion is. It's so frightening. You begin to ask yourself, is it that they are the ones now that understand this religion more than the religious people, more than the Islamic people themselves? I don't understand. Now listen to him the way they will tell you that Islam is the religion of peace and all that. Be ready, because our time of going home is near. Listen to Prince William.
The Muslim community show the world the true face of Islam as a religion of peace and understanding.
The true face of Islam as the religion of peace and understanding. The way they promote this religion, they are promoting it as if they are the one. And if you ask them, they'll tell you that they are Christians. You ask them, they'll tell you that they are the king, the king of the Church of England. But they are promoting this barbaric nature of the fanaticals. And they tell you that it is a religion of peace. And the last time we checked, most of the terrorist attacks were never committed by Christians. If not all, none were committed by Christians. They're all from this same religion that they are telling you is a religion of peace. And even the main people that are the affairs and the mullahs, they do not tell you that they are a religion of peace. They tell you that they are a religion that come to subdue. They come to subdue, they come to take over. But these ones that are now, doing damage control for them are the ones telling you that they're a religion of peace. This religion of peace. Hey, wait. Let's see.
The Muslim community showed the world the true face of Islam as a religion of peace and understanding. I was very moved by the stories of the great distances that your friends and families travelled to support you in your time of need, even when your previous connections had not always been frequent. They travelled here to support you because you were family, and that is what families do. They drop everything when it is needed. People of all faiths and backgrounds can learn a great deal from how the Muslim families affected by the 15th of March attacks rallied around their loved ones. The example provided by New Zealand will prove to be of enduring value to all nations. What happened here was fueled by a warped ideology that knows no boundaries. The world is rightly united to fight the extremism that has made sorrowful brethren out of cities like New York, Paris, London, and Manchester.
And the world is united to fight extremism, not Christian extremism. You will never see anywhere they say they are fighting Christian extremism. But these buffoons that are telling you that this is a religion of peace, they are still the same people that will come and tell you that they are fighting Islamic extremism in a religion of peace. So, but in Christianity, you will not see anywhere Donald Trump or even them, the King of England, will tell you that they are fighting Christian extremism. No, it's always Islamic extremism. And yet, these bastards will come and tell you that this is a religion of peace. The person that posted this wrote, Prince William preaches that Islam is the religion of peace than that other faith must learn from. He is the same godless royal as his father, ditching Christianity while Britain burns under grooming gangs and stabbings. Defender of the faith, more like defender of the invaders. Is more like what? The defender of the invaders. That's why I love this post from my brother Joseph Okechukwu. Joseph posted and said, Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know how is this thing showing on my screen. Let me see. Okay, it should be this way. All right. Joseph posted, Nnamdi Kanu, a Christian separatist leader, life imprisonment for alleged treason, inciting violence, basically things he said. Islamic terrorists, state pardon. Islamic terrorists, they have state pardon, state-funded rehabilitation for raping, kidnapping, unaliving, and continue to unalive thousands of Christians across the country. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out of this, but Nigeria won't. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will definitely come out of this, but I bet you Nigeria won't. Nigeria will not come out. Believe me, they will not. Now, just to buttress more of my point, I want to play you this video to show you that even though that are calling for one Nigeria, they are now hopeless. They don't even know what to do again. I need you to see. If I don't worry, you're going to say, because this is going to be an open mic today, I will play some of the videos you sent us, and then we'll open the mic. We have some messages from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then we'll open the mic today. Now, please join me as we listen to Rufai. Oh, what a pity. Rufai almost broke down in tears here. But the zoo, the terrorist regime, will always have somebody that will want to defend them, as they have Ruben Apeface Abati, who doesn't ever fail to defend the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. But before then, let's hear what Rufai had to say.
Tinubu said we will win. President Tinubu, yes, good to give hope, but it's hard to say we will win. Tinubu said we will win. President Tinubu, yes, good to give hope, but it's hard to say we will win. The ecosystem is intact. I mean, look at the military officer, 109,000. Dr. Abati, go no further. You were saying how they rescued the fighter pilot, was a colonel, was a redneck, top officer, colonel. You know what America did? America decided to blow up another F-15 Eagle over $100 million.
Now, this, you know, how America were able to save one of their pilots. They wasted hundreds of millions of dollars to save one person. One person. God, starting from the top, you understand what we mean? You know, the reason why you should already know that you are finished in Nigeria. American pilot was kidnapped or trapped somewhere in Iran or in this war. America spent hundreds of millions to be able to rescue that person. They didn't pay terrorists money. They didn't pay. They used their fighter jet, everything. They lost fighter jets in their way to rescue their officer, and they rescued him. Listen to Rufai.
Tinubu said we will win. President Tinubu, yeah, it's good to give hope, but it's hard to say we will win. The ecosystem is in tatters. I mean, look at the military officer, 109,000. Dr. Abati, go no further. You were saying how they rescued the fighter pilot was a colonel, was a redneck, top officer, colonel. You know what America did? America decided to blow up another F-15 Eagle over $100 million. On the rescue mission alone, America spent close to $500 million just to get this man out. They sent 2 other planes, they sent an Hercules, they sent 2 helicopters, Pedro 11 and Pedro 12, to act as buffer shields to be able to rescue this man.
Rescue one man.
Dr. Bati, I feel like crying this morning. General Uba in the bush had low battery. He had low battery. And he made a message out that please come and save me. General Uba.
Now, there's something I want you to follow. My love, thank you very much. I mean, I'm doing program, okay? Thank you. I should put it on. Mom will on it for you. Let me feel I'm busy, okay? So, you see, please pay attention to what Rufai is saying. Rufai is concerned about a general. Nigeria Army general. Is the person that okay, you want me to plug it? So a Nigerian Army general is the one that Rufai is talking about here. Nigerian Army general, he had low battery and he was able to send out an SOS to his team through a secured line. He supposed that line was a secured line and he sent a message. As Rufai is saying it, Rufai is breaking down in tears. But you look at this ape face, Abati, a terrorist defender already. Because what Rufai is telling you is indirectly telling you that, look, if you're a Nigerian army who is earning a peasant 100,000 naira, 100,000 naira, about how much is it? Maybe a little bit close to 100, maybe $60 or $65 in a whole month. And yet, you are in that Nigerian army. If they cannot save their General Uba, who already believed that he was secure by sending a message to release his location to his team. But that message landed in the phone or in the device of terrorists. It was terrorists that came to pick him up. So Rufai is trying to tell you that, look, Nigerian army is not safe for you. Oh. But while Rufai is saying it, listen to this devil who is dressed in black. He will be telling you there that, look, we are not trying to discourage you from joining the army. Let me show you the emotions of, I will start this video again. Because he started by telling that Tinubu said you will win. How will you win? How will you win? Tell me how you're going to win. If Tinubu is telling you will win, but the army that Tinubu wants to use to win the battle are telling you that terrorists, they are our brothers, that we cannot go after terrorists, that if they want to repent, we can give them, a chance, because after all, they are prodigal son. Was that not what the army general said? Who is Tinubu going to use to win for you, if not those army? Those army that Rufai is trying to tell you today that, look, oh, my people, this army, you are not safe in it. Oh. This army, if the general cannot be safe, you will not be safe. But watch, I will start this video again. Watch and see how Rufai have completely told you that the army is not safe. He didn't say directly, but he told you if the general cannot be saved. Dingbat face Abati, knowing fully well that the message of Rufai, and as he broke down, will definitely drive home and discourage people from joining the army. He will come to tell you that, look, we are not discouraging you from joining the army. Watch. I'll start it again. Just watch.
Tinubu said we will win. President Tinubu, yes, good to give hope, but it's hard to say we will win. The ecosystem is in tatters. I mean, look at the military officer, 109,000. Dr. Abati, go no further. You were saying how they rescued the fighter pilot, was a colonel, was a redneck, top officer, colonel. You know what America did? America decided to blow up another F-15 Eagle, over $100 million. On the rescue mission alone, America spent close to $500 million just to get this man out. They sent 2 other planes, they sent an Hercules, they sent 2 helicopters, Pedro 11 and Pedro 12, to act as buffer shields to be able to rescue this man.
Rescue one man.
Dr. Bati, I feel like crying this morning. General Uba. General Uba in the bush had low battery. He had low battery. And he made a message out that please come and save me. General Uba was never saved.
A general in the Nigerian
army. Brigadier General. General Uba was never saved. The next thing we heard was that the bandits got him. And he killed him. Remember how General Uba's wife had to cry that we let General Uba down.
Okay, we just expect government to be to do more. So the plan is not to discourage soldiers, Nigerian soldiers.
Did you hear, Ruben? We just expect Nigeria to do more. The plan is not to discourage Nigerian soldiers. If you do not discourage Nigerian soldiers, then you are a demon. If this is not enough for you to discourage Nigerian soldiers, then a demon is better than you. If the only thing you can be thinking about is that this your message will discourage Nigerian soldiers, why not? Why can't you discourage them? A man in distress, a general, sent message to his own team to rescue him. The message got to terrorists up till today. Nobody knows how managed was a secured line. How managed? Who was responsible? Who should have received that message that didn't receive it? How did it get into the line of the terrorists? How did the terrorists know about it? How was it that the secured place that this man was able to secure himself and say, come and save me, I am alone here? And the message got to the terrorists. And the terrorists were the first to land there and took the man away and butchered him like Nama. First of all, they ridiculed him, they disgraced him, they show him on camera, and then they butchered him. They butchered him. A general. Is that not enough to discourage you? Listen, like I want you to play that part where F-Face is trying to protect Nigerian army.
And we let General Uba down.
Okay, we just expect government to be to do more. So the plan is not to discourage soldiers, Nigerian soldiers.
When President Tinubu says we will win, I'm sorry, but I don't believe him. You know why? They're busy about buying military platforms, big military platforms. They're not even thinking about the soldiers that are losing their lives every day. They're not showing like they care for them. It's all about signing defense contracts where people get to benefit, where people make millions. Leonardo, all the companies make millions. But we couldn't save General Uba. General Uba was from, I think, the 25 Strike Force, a very prominent team that had done a lot in fighting banditry. General Uba was our hero. And we let him down. And we all remember how this government acted around the story. At first, there was a lot of denial.
Yeah. Right. I just want to say, because it's important, based on what you're saying, that
at first there was a lot of denial. They will always deny. And now they tell you they will win. And I love the fact that Rufai is telling them blatantly, I don't believe Tinubu. I don't believe him. Even though Apeface Abati is trying to, you know, protect the zoo. I don't believe. And a lot of messages, a lot. There's this, even this one, you know about this guy, this one, Sheung. Wike recently threatened this guy and said they will shoot him. Wike threatened and said they will shoot this guy. And instead of going after Wike, this one was just speaking. They say Wike have apologized. He said that was not what he meant. We'll never see anything. Now, this one is that video I was trying to tell you guys about in England. Let me play it now. This is the king coming down to attend whatever, all the royals, they were coming down, and the crowd were booing them in England. It has gotten that bad in England that they are now booing the king and telling him, you are not our king. You are not our king. Watch and see. That's in England. They are booing the king. All of them, including the priests, are booing them. Not my king. Not my king. That's what I'm saying. Now, not my king. Down with the monarch. In England. Not my king. Not my king. Not my king. They are booing the king of England, King Charles, and the Prince William. They are booing them as they are going to church. Remember, Namkan told them. Remember. The kind who put them, and it's happening live. Britain has never been this divided, never. And they are encouraging Nigeria to hold Muslim on the camel. Look at what is happening inside the Not my king, not my king. Not my king, not my king, not my king, not my king. Not my king. In England, United Kingdom, in England. Beautiful. Happening in the UK. Nnamdi Kanu will always be vindicated. Always. Yele Sowore had something to say about this. What's happening there? Okay, let me leave this. Yele Sowore said Tinubu only obeys court orders that favor him. Yele Sowore on the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison. Yeah. And then we heard, I'm sure every one of us must have listened to this message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday. Let me play this and then I will bring us messages from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and then I'll open the line. This one was a message from Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as our own legal team. This is Nnameka Jiofo. Nnameka Jiofo had this to say yesterday. Let's listen.
I'm in Sokoto. I came into Sokoto on Good Friday, and I met with him as an American Friday, Saturday, and today Easter Sunday. I've just finished a meeting with him. I'm at the airport to depart. I want to assure us that Mazen Namdekano is steadfast and focused and remains resolute in his pursuit for self-determination. I also want to tell us that the 100-man Divine Project is still on. Mazen Namdekano wishes that we understand that this is something he has started since 2018. The 100-man Divine Project started since 2018 and will continue. Of course, people have started coming into it, and of course, it's not a thing everybody can come into. These are for selected people, not for everybody. So all those who are against it, please stay away. Those who are for it know themselves. They will come in, and they are already coming in droves. Then I also want to tell us that there are so many people who do not understand Mazen Namdekano, including those who feel that they are closest to him. They do not understand him. They do not understand his ways of thinking or reasoning. But with time, if you come closer, he will explain some of these things to you. He asks that anybody who is confused can come over and meet him for...
Did I not tell you guys before? That Mazen Namdekano is open to receive anybody that wants to confirm? All the doubting Thomases, all these champion, they are trying to discourage people. Mazen Namdekano can actually speak to you if you want to see him. So you just contact these lawyers, and then they will schedule a visit between you and Onyendu. You understand? So those that come out and say something else that Onyendu didn't tell them, Onyendu will always ask them to debunk it, and then will block the road for them to ever come to see him again. So, like I said before, for those of you in the zoo that feel you want to get the right, information, you have the opportunity to go, you can go, and then you will get it clear from Onyendu. Now let me allow him to finish.
They are closest to him. They do not understand him. They do not understand his ways of thinking or reasoning. But with time, if you come closer, he will explain some of these things to you. He asks that anybody who is confused can come over and meet him for explanation. For those who are saying Mazen Namdekano cannot give you directives from wherever he is, it's quite unfortunate, because these are the things that happen. To Ikemba, it happened. You remember certain persons planned a coup against him during the Biafra war, and those people faced the consequences. The same thing happened to Masop Wazurike. When he came into the struggle, the same thing happened to him. Certain persons came to Arsenal in London. It was Mazen Namdekano that thwarted that particular attempt to unseat him. So when it's happening to him, he has told us that he knows these things will happen. He knows it will happen. And by the grace of God, he is strong in faith. He is strong physically. He is well composed. He is well determined. And for doubters, things are happening. Things are happening. These are not the things I will reveal to us. Then for those who have individual messages, I will send them to you.
For doubters, things are happening, especially those, that have been busy trying to destroy the office of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Things are happening. The unity of the family is intact. The Prime Minister has his office. The Supreme Leader has his office. And the Supreme Leader have never condemned the office of the Prime Minister. That's why I got very, very angry with Achebe Paul 2 days ago or the other day when he came online. And even though he's calling people together and preaching for Mazen Namdekano, he yet opened his mouth and said that Simon Ekpa went astray. I couldn't bear it, and thank God I was listening. And you know me, I had to call him in his program. I told him, you are making a hell of a mistake. You stop deceiving people, saying that Simon Ekpa went astray. Even Mazen Namdekano have never said that Simon Ekpa went astray. Who are you to say Simon Ekpa went astray? Even if you are angry with Simon Ekpa, and you know that all those demons you people were following from all this while, all those champion and Pachinas and Satan and the rest of them, these people, that are now fighting Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, that were in the name of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu fighting Simon Ekpa. Now it is Simon Ekpa and his people like us that have been consistently beside Mazin Nnamdi Kanu up to today. In fact, Achebe Paul, I forgot to even tell Achebe Paul. Is it not Achebe Paul that said that they will draw a line for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? I forgot to tell him that on his program when I called in. When I called to correct him. It's Achebe Paul that said that a line will be drawn for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. They will not tell him. I don't know if you remember that video. When I was telling him, he said he will bring evidence of where Simon Ekpa said that Biafra is dead. How stupid and foolish can a man be to say that Simon Ekpa said that Biafra is dead, but yet he's fighting for Biafra? I told him it's an error for you to say that. There was a slip of tongue the day Simon Ekpa was talking with Ejiro. It is called a slip of tongue in their conversation. And then they now cut out that part and they were using it. Methuselah, the one who called 7,000 teeth, was using it. Every time Simon Ekpa says Biafra is dead, but that same Simon Ekpa is being held up because of Biafra. The same Biafra he said is dead. Why are they holding him? Is it not because of Biafra? That's why I was thinking that maybe, leave a Messi ball, Messi there, Messi do. I was thinking that I need to, correct that nonsense. So I was thinking I will need to really, correct that impression. Very, very wrong. The reason why I embrace Achalugo, you see what Achalugo said? Achalugo said Simon Ekpa is Mwachineke. That's how you know somebody that understands what Simon Ekpa represents. Achebe Paul is double-faced, and I'm disappointed in him. How can you open your mouth with all these things that have gone on, with all the people that went to defend Nigeria, all those zoo agents that call themselves DOS, that went to Finland, as far as Finland, to speak against Simon Ekpa? You still open your mouth and say Simon Ekpa, if not for DOS, Simon Ekpa wouldn't have gone astray. I told him, no, I tell you, stop it there. It's very wrong of you. I know you don't like Simon Ekpa, but you don't need to say Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa never went astray. Never. One day, Simon Ekpa have never gone astray. One day. So that's why I thank God I'm here as the armor bearer of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I have been cooked in this Biafra thing. I understand there's nobody that can come from anywhere to deceive me. There's a reason why I am vam. There's a reason why I am here. To defend the integrity of Biafra without wavering to the left or to the right. Consistent, remain. Consistent. Simon Ekpa is, hey, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, when they were done condemning Simon Ekpa, when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was still with us before they kidnapped him, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu told them, Simon Ekpa is Mwachineke. When they were telling him he's not a member of IPOB, he has not taken an oath, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu told them, forget about oath. With what Simon Ekpa is doing, everything he's doing, it qualifies him to be Mwachineke. And yet, someone like Achebe will open his mouth and say, Simon Ekpa he went astray. That was very wrong. And I told him it is very wrong. And he was telling me that he has evidence. I thought, okay, if you have evidence, then you bring it. But on the second thought, there's no need for me to confront Achebe Paul and start talking about evidence where Simon Ekpa said Biafra, that Simon Ekpa said that Biafra is dead. That he holds no water. You know why he holds no water? Because how can you say somebody said that Biafra is dead and that person is still fighting for that Biafra, and that person is in detention because of Biafra? You understand? So the message of Barrister Maxwell, I don't know. I need to, somebody send it to me. If you have the message of Maxwell, send it to me. I think I saw it on Facebook, but I didn't see it on Twitter. I like to play my messages most of the time from Twitter. So please have it in mind that the combination and the connection between Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, is intact. Those people that think that you are fighting for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and you think you can separate Mazin Nnamdi Kanu from Simon Ekpa, you're making a mistake. They are two individuals. You cannot divide the two. They are just like, you know, water no get enemy. You know, it's just like oil. You cannot separate oil. Once you mix oil and oil, it will go mix. You understand me? So you can't separate them. They are two indivisible body fighting for the same purpose. And now the alignment is very strong. And that's why Nemeka is telling you that things are happening. A lot of things are happening that most of you do not know. So this time is not the time for you to be coming and telling Biafrans that Simon Ekpa went astray. Don't ever use that word. You should be apologizing for you betraying Simon Ekpa. Anybody that listens to DOS and fights Simon Ekpa should be ashamed of themselves and begin to apologize to Simon Ekpa and tell the whole world that, look, because of all these bastards, I fought Mwachineke. Because Mazin Namkano said Simon Ekpa is Mwachineke. And he's the only person that Mazin Namkano told you that Simon Ekpa is bringing a new dimension. You must listen to his message and you must share it under Moss. Okay? So let me finish this. Maybe we will look for. Please, if I will bring you in, but try and get us the message of Maxwell so that we'll play it. Somebody is requesting for it. Let's listen to the end of this Nemeka's message.
As soon as I enter Abuja, by the grace of God, he's good. We had celebrated Easter with him today, and I pray by the grace of God, in a very short while, he will be out. We discussed issues of his appeal also. The appeal is moving. It's moving, and it's moving in a speed that so many people will not understand. Things are happening, and I'm happy to announce to us that Mazen Namdekano is happy with the progress of the appeal. He's happy with how the appeal is being organized. He's happy with all his lawyers. With all his lawyers. So all those who are saying his lawyers are his problem, please go and sleep. We are not begging you for validation. We are not. Mazen Namdekano's defense team, we are not begging you for a validation or any validation whatsoever. You are not our client. Our client is happy with us, and that is what matters. Thank you very much. God bless us. Thank you.
God bless you too. Let me see. I think I've shared that that thing. Let me see. Okay, no. Let me see. 1 minute. Okay, I have it there, but first of all, let's listen to what this British lady. Let's listen to what this British lady, said about a man that's about to run for office in the UK. This man is a terrorist that is about to run for office in the UK. Just to tell you how bad it has been in England. Listen to this. Listen to this. Oh no.
This guy, Shahid, is someone who plotted to bomb a British embassy in Yemen, a church and a Swiss hotel. And I don't think he should be anywhere near the British
Here he
office.
is. This is Shahid.
What you're accused of is trying to blow up British institutions. So how should we trust you to now run one?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'll do a damn sight better job than the current Labour incumbents that are sitting there right now, who have turned our city into a dump.
This guy, Shahid, is someone who plotted to bomb a British embassy in Yemen, a church and a Swiss hotel. And I don't think he should be anywhere near the British
Here he
office.
is. This is Shahid.
This Shahid, you see here, he's contesting for election in Birmingham. This man, he's contesting for election in Birmingham. Listen to what he has done in the past. Just listen.
This guy, Shahid, is someone who plotted to bomb.
He plotted to bomb
a British embassy
in
Yemen,
Yemen,
a church and a Swiss hotel.
And a Swiss hotel.
I don't think he should be anywhere near
Here
the British
he
office.
is. This is Shahid.
What you're accused of is trying to blow up British institutions. So how should we trust you to now run one?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'll do a damn sight better job than the current Labour incumbents that are sitting.
He did not deny what he's accused of. He did not deny what he's accused of. But he said he will do a better job than the people in power. A terrorist who is being accused of plotting to bomb is telling you he will do a better job than the current leadership in that UK. Eh? You hear him? He did not deny you. He didn't say, I didn't do it. It's a lie. I was accused wrongly. No, he didn't deny it. He did not deny.
What you're accused of is trying to blow up British institutions. So how should we trust you to now run one?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'll do a damn sight better job than the current Labour incumbents that are sitting there right now, who have turned our city into a dump.
This guy...
He's calling a British city his city, who has turned our city into a dump. Disgusting British. Now, I want to show you. Where is let's play the message of Maxwell. Here it is. No.
Brothers of freedom. I just
Hold on. This is the message of Maxwell. I don't know. Let's hear what he had to say. One of our brothers there said we should play it. And let's hear what Maxwell. I think he also visited Onyendu. Let's see this.
Brothers of freedom. I just came out from Sokoto Correctional Center. Biafra Mekalu is serving his prison staff. So I think I call Tarania roundabout near the Correctional Center in Sokoto here. I just came to inform him that this is his record of appeal. His record of appeal, we have transmitted it at from Federal High Court to Court of Appeal. His appeal has been entered. I just came to share the good news with him. I came to celebrate Easter with him here and to also encourage him. So when I arrived, I went to see him. So we have a very fruitful discussion. So and his spirit is high. For those of you who think that Maze they have bribed Maze has agreed to be the struggle. You don't know whom you are talking about. You need to come and see him. He is committed to the struggle. That's one of the things. I don't know the kind of spirit he is. You are talking about they are going to give him pardon. You give pardon to a criminal, not a freedom fighter. I am saying so. For those of you who feel that he's going to die here so that he will take over the direction of the struggle, you are just dreaming. I'm telling you, when you see our brief of argument and everything, you will give judgment by yourself. So everybody should remain calm. Those of you who are listening to gossip, why should you be listening to gossip? Why should you be listening to social media where the people, the federal government, keep on to destroy the struggle? Why should you be listening to them? So just relax. Our appeal has been entered. This is the record of appeal. I've given him his own copy. So I will be with him here from now till Easter to celebrate Easter with him. And also, I also want to use this opportunity to thank the sister, those who are in our Sokoto here taking care of him. I want to also thank you people. You guys are doing well. All the lovers of freedom. What matters in it for me is prayers. Are you know what I'm saying? Nobody can bribe him. Nobody can coerce him to force him to do funny things.
There's something I want you to know. Maxwell, when Maxwell is telling you about Mazen Namdekan, you know why you should believe Maxwell without any doubt? Because Maxwell is one of the few lawyers that have actually confronted him and asked him about amnesty, and I've asked him how about if they want to make peace with you. And he know the way Mazen Namdekan scolded him. He know the way Mazen Namdekan told him that, look, don't try it again. When Maxwell told him that, look, this, that he knows. So that's why when you people are doing all this nonsense, all these DOS, these bastard flavors, he just laugh at you. Maxwell is a good candidate. Maxwell is the same one that he told to go and meet our prime minister and give him a message. You understand? Take my Elvis, answer him, present. Say I'll call him. So Maxwell knows. So Maxwell is he understands. So Maxwell understands very, very well everything about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. So any one of you doing all this, like I was trying to say before a call was coming in on my phone, Maxwell is the same person that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu assigned to go and meet with Simon Ekpa and told him to tell him about everything. So that's why until our prime minister was arrested, Maxwell had a very close contact with our prime minister. And until today, he knows. That's why every effort they were making to push our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, to say something about our prime minister, our leader was always angry. I was always waving them off. And in the private conversation between our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and his brother, Emmanuel, he has told them, look, Simon Ekpa is a no-go area. He will release a memo to those buffoons. He released a memo to all those shameless DOS mugus. Do you remember? I don't know. Let me see if I can still bring out that memo. Every time I keep losing that memo. I think I received it again from Master Prophet. Let me see. Master Prophet. I received that memo again from, okay, yeah, I have it here. I received that memo again from Master Prophet. Let me forward it. And I will show it to Biafrans again. The memo that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, released to all these bastard DOS people for you to know how demonic they are. So when Maxwell is telling you anything about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, believe him. The last person to come and misrepresent Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is Maxwell. That's why each time they come out from the court, you see, even if Aloy Ejimakor is not willing to speak, I don't know if you remember, if Aloy Ejimakor wants to, talk small, or to be politically correct, Maxwell will enter the camera because he knows. He knows what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu wants. He has tried Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He has tested Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you one thing. If all these people around Mazin Nnamdi, if all of them betray Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, you see this guy, Maxwell, he will not betray Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Because he has tested and tried Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. It is just like when somebody will say, test and see that the Lord is good. Test and see that someone is good. You have tested, you have seen. Maxwell have tested, he have seen the abilities, the inabilities, the efficiency, the weakness of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He knows. So when he's telling you, believe him. That's why all the insult, they're insulting the lawyer, they don't care. All these mugus that they're insulting all these lawyers, they don't care. Because they already know what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is made of. Let me tell you, none of these people they can't stand. There's something you must know. Anybody telling you that, look, Sam Nnamdi Kanu have done his own. Simon Ekpa have done his own. They have failed. No, Simon Ekpa did not fail. Nnamdi Kanu did not fail. Check in the history of freedom fighting. In the history of freedom fighting, there is no freedom fighter that have ever, been sidelined for another person to take over and that freedom fight will succeed. It never happens. If there's anybody that started a freedom fight, and that freedom fighting is active, that man, it is either that person finishes it or that person is no more. But as long as that person is still alive, nobody can double cross that person and succeed in finishing it. That's why our prime minister have never tried to double cross Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Never. So when he started a government, he brought a video for us where Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have said that we are going to form a government. When we started autopilot, he brought a message from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu where Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said we are now in autopilot. Do you remember? So everything stage by stage, as orchestrated by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, he was following the pattern. So today, when you see all these Achikote Kwono that are making noise up and down, one is claiming DPM, the other one is claiming APM. I laugh. They are all zombie. Ngozi Oluwarabo is a zombie. Ogekere is zombie. Zombie, oh, zombie. Zombie, oh, zombie. They can never succeed. Never. Except they want to start another freedom fight that is not this Biafra one. Or they want to start another freedom fight that have nothing to do with IPOB. But as long as it is IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, there's only one leader, and it's Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. There's only one prime minister under Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He's about that, approved by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand? So when these people who has tested and seen, they speak, believe them. Believe them. So I believe whenever Maxwell tells me anything about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, I believe. And when he's telling you, some of you that are saying that Nnamdi Kanu have given up the fight, he's telling you people don't know the man we are talking about because he knows Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He is speaking to him. He has tried him, ask him, what if they pay you money? What if they bring money? What if they bring people to beg you? What if they tell you to hold on small? Nnamdi Kanu say, lie, don't try it again. You remember the day Nnamdi Kanu was in the court and they were talking, Nnamdi Kanu tap him and say, keep quiet, let me talk. They know Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, so they can't try otherwise. Someone like Maxwell cannot try otherwise. So listen to him, let him finish. Let him finish.
I want to also thank you people. You guys are doing well. All the lovers of freedom. What Mazin needs from me is prayers. I hear them say, nobody can bribe him. Nobody can coerce him to force him to do funny thing. He's committed to the struggle. He has said it and he continues to say it. He never committed any crime. Of course, you people know that he never committed any crime. So we are committed to what we are doing. And I believe at the end of the day, at the end of the tunnel, we will see light. Thanks and God bless you.
Thank you. Now, somebody is asking me a question. He said, why must there be power tussle since this Biafra struggle? It is because the zoo have so much money. Zulu Nation. The power tussle is because the zoo have so much money to pay people. Hungry buffoons will collect money and they will come out and they will be claiming that they are this, they are that, they are that, and they will always fail. If somebody like Uche Mefo, that have never succeeded in doing anything, came out trying to betray Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, up to today, Uche Mefo is a nobody. Anybody, the only person that is standing effectively strong is Simon Ekpa. You know why? Because he's connected with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He's the only one fighting for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He's the only one. The only one. They fought him. They tried to betray him. They called him all manner of names. And they said he's insubordinating Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He's trying to betray Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He wants to take over from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. All the people that said he's trying to take over from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, do you know what? They are now calling Mazin Nnamdi Kanu Sabo. They are the ones now calling Mazin Nnamdi Kanu Sabo. That's why you see people like Achalugo and a few of them coming out to apologize. And when I saw the one that was not even apologizing, but was trying to talk down on Simon Ekpa, I warned him, and he must not try it again. Okay, so that is it. I don't know if there's let's see. You can call in now if you're watching. There are some messages from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu which I am sure we want to listen to. You can call if you want to. My brother Ifeanyi. Yeah. My brother Ifeanyi. You can call if you want to. While we're waiting for Ifeanyi to call, let's listen to this.
The message meant, and I kept praying. Elohim said, you bring them down to your land, and the real terrorists that they are grooming will take over their own land from them. I still said, I don't understand.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Ifeanyi, go ahead. You are on the speaker right now.
Yeah, Pastor Van. Good evening. It's already middle of the night here, but
wow.
I said I'm going to wait. Yes.
Middle of the night. Wow.
Yeah, I said I'm going to wait so that because when I called you, say you coming live, so I said I'm going to be awake.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Come live. First of all, let me start from your program concerning the British. you know, Mazen Namdekan told the British people one time. He told them that if they continue to meddle in the affair of Biafra, not letting them go, that God is going to destroy them.
Yes.
But they are not going to accept the fact that they are being destroyed because of the Biafra struggle that they are meddling with.
Yes.
That is what Martin Namdekan told them.
Yes.
He told them they are not going to accept it. That it is because we are meddling in the freedom of the God's people. That is why God is dealing with us. Pastor Van, I have so many people which I would have sent to you. Do you know that in Britain now, they are no longer calling King Charles. They are calling him the King of Muslims.
Yes, I know. Well, that's what I've been talking about since now.
That is what they are calling him. They are no longer calling him their king anymore. They are calling him the King of Muslims. And even his own son that will succeed him is also a Prince of Muslims. That's what they are calling both of them.
Yes.
For you to know that the prophecy of Mazen Namdekan will be fulfilled. And the prophecy of Ojukwu will surely come to pass, which Ojukwu told them that God is going to raise a man stronger than me that will liberate his people. Is it not happening before their face?
Yes.
Have God not raised a man?
Yes.
And raised a son behind him? So that is one thing people need to understand. And the people who are saying, Mazen Namdekan is in prison, this and that, blah, 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 go and check in the history of freedom fighter, Pastor Van. Whenever the leader and even the one that is assisting him go to prison, just mark it somewhere that the freedom is closer.
Yes. And nobody that claim to overthrow them or disobey them will ever, in fact, once the people around them try to disobey them and say they have overtaken them, that freedom, you know, it is gone. You will never succeed, because that freedom must be won either under the guideline of their legacy or under their leadership. That is how it is. Whether from prison or from anywhere, it must succeed through that leader. You can never overthrow that leader and think you will succeed. It will never possible. Never.
Yes. Just go and read the history of freedom. Read about Gandhi. Read about Nelson Mandela. Read about all these people that you see that secure freedom for their people. Nobody has ever overthrown them.
Yes.
Nobody has ever talked down on them, apart from the enemy and the enemy within. That is the only people that are talking down with them. But the real people who are fighting the freedom with them, we never talk down on them. And that's exactly what is happening in our own struggle. Do you understand?
Yes.
So anybody thinking that what is happening to UK, United Kingdom today, is, see, Pastor Van, UK have so many blood in their hand. They have trillions of blood in their hands. That's what people must know. But the blood that pains God a lot is the blood of innocent Biafrans, especially the children that was starved to death. You know what it means? You starve a child that know nothing, that know no sin. You stab him and her to death without any provocation. I remember the prophecy of Ojukwu to go on. He said that Ojukwu would be alive, witnessing people being unalive, unprovoked. That is when prophets are speaking. Now, Pastor Van, you see all these people who call themselves men of God, even in Biafra land, I don't believe in of them. Because when Nelson Mandela, go and check it. When this man was fighting for freedom of black people in America, is he not a white man? Is he not a black man?
A black man, yes.
Is he not a bishop? Is he not a pastor?
He's a pastor. Yes. Martin Luther King. Yes.
When Nelson Mandela was fighting for the freedom of South African people, is it this man, was he not together? A bishop, I have forgotten his name.
Yeah, Bishop Ajayi Crowder. Is it Ajayi Crowder? I don't remember. Yeah, that was.
It's not Ajayi Crowder. I have forgotten his name. But if I think
somebody remind us that bishop in South Africa. Yeah, I remember the bishop. I've forgotten his name.
Do you understand?
Yes.
He was with this man fighting side to side.
Yes.
Until that freedom was achieved. Then mention one man of God in our land that is standing with Mazen Namdekan. And you mention one big man of God that is standing with Mazen Namdekan.
None of them.
None of them. Although I cherish what Father Bubemonso said the other day when he was talking about freedom, talking about our people, talking about the city boys, that they are useless people, there's nobody regard them in Biafra land.
Bishop Tutu, yes. Desmond Tutu is his name. Desmond
Tutu,
Tutu.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Desmond Tutu.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So that is what our people need to know. The era we are now is the era that the Moses speak to the children of Israel in the book of Ezra 14:14, when he said to them that they should stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
Yes.
That you see this Egyptian you are seeing today, that you will see them no more. That is the level we are now.
Yes.
So everybody should stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
Oh, correct.
Are you not surprised? Is people not asking themselves question? Why is Biafra land come this moment? Although the Zoo army are doing their own,
they are planning to come. They are planning to come to Biafra land. You see, these people, they never die finish. You see, yes, I saw a press conference from the Nigerian army. They have been talking about how they are going into the territory of the IPOB ESN. And look at what is happening in Kaduna. See the death toll in Kaduna. See death toll in Kaduna. Yeah. See people are running away in Nasarawa. They're running away from their community.
You understand? So, Pastor Van, if they are waiting for everybody to join hands for this freedom to come, my brother, freedom will never come.
Yeah.
God doesn't need the whole people to get freedom, to use them and get freedom. God only needs few people. Those few people who will stand to every test of time. And I want our people to know one thing, Pastor Van. If God did not tell Mazen Namdekanu the truth, if God did not show him everything that he needed to know for this freedom, that man would have given up. Mazen Namdekanu would have given up.
Yes, he saw it clear. Mazen Namdekanu saw the Lord and the revelation clear. Simon Ekpa, you know, the way Simon Ekpa turned away from Nigeria and became so confident, and he came to the point of telling Namdekanu, look, if you are looking for 100 men, I am 50. That alone will tell you that even God have revealed to him the end of Nigeria and the beginning of Biafra. That's why even Samuel Ekpa was telling you, I know the day Biafra will come. Because he saw it from God himself. And he was not moved. All the criticism, all the blackmailing, all the lying. Hey, I never see the attack when they attack Samuel Ekpa. I never see that kind of attack before for my life. And
even the level of attack, method on Samuel Ekpa was not method on Mazen Namdekanu.
Chineke.
That man is Samuel Ekpa. That one Batobi that we call him.
That's what he is.
That's what he is.
Yes.
You understand? It's true that we are not supposed to be calling a human being Obatobi. It is only God Almighty that is Obatobi. But we name him after God.
Chai.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, go to Paul Achebe with the jargon that he was speaking.
Did you watch that program? Did you watch it?
Yes, I just listened to it more. Is it not Paul Achebe that said that they should allow Mazen Namdekanu to die in DSS custody?
I wish I can even see that video to send to him.
Since he has refused to listen, to follow the order of the DOS.
Yes.
Was that not what Paul Achebe said?
Yes.
That the DOS are making mistake. That they have parallel Mazen Namdekanu line.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it not what he said?
I said, I think he even insulted him by saying, somebody should send me that video, whether they have deleted it everywhere. I need that video, please. I need it. I didn't save it anywhere.
Pastor Pamba, even if they delete it, we don't forget. Do you understand? You think I have forgotten everything that Iken Gurago said?
Yeah.
You think that I have forgotten the one that Benjamin Madubugo have said? And mind you, even the DOS now, they are losing their member because so many of them now are finding out what they're doing. But it's too late.
The question I want to ask, how can somebody then somebody open his mouth and say a negative thing about Mazen Namdekanu, and you will still spend 2 minutes listening to that person? That means something must be wrong with your brain.
I don't know, Pastor Vamagam. I don't know. It's like me now. I saw a video where they write it Easter message from Azai Anyong. I just block that person so that I won't even see his picture. Do you understand? Because how can I waste my data or waste my internet, my Wi-Fi, to go and listen to jargon? Easter message from who? A man that even our leader Mazen Namdekanu did not recognize
at all.
is
Yes,
the person that I will go and listen to.
Yes.
People should go and ask him, are you communicating with Mazen Namdekanu?
He tried to come close. Mazen Namdekanu warned him and told him, that thing you want to do, that picture, you want to put your picture, don't put it out. He still put it out. Namdekanu said, this guy is so is this madman? Where did he come from? The first time he came and said he's PM, Namdekanu asked them to ask him, how many PM do we have? So you said you are claiming PM. This is why you people don't want them to take us serious.
Yes. Do you understand? So, it baffles me when our people will go and sit down and be listening to nonsense which they are not supposed to be listening to. Me, if you don't come online now, or I did not see your message to listen to, my brother, I will put movie and watch movie if I'm less busy. If you are not online, it's better for me to watch movie than for me to go and listen to jargon online, or I'll go and listen to what is happening to the world. I will go to one of the brokers of Mazen Namdekanu and listen to it. It will be as if that Mazen Namdekanu is speaking today.
Yeah.
Our people need to wise up. Our people need to wise up. The time we are now, the hour we are now is a very peculiar time.
Very delicate period,
It's a very peculiar time.
Yes.
We have no time anymore. We have no time.
At all.
The clock is ticking.
Very
the
fast.
clock is ticking.
Very fast.
Like Elisha said to Gehazi, that I can see the abundance of rain. When he saw the cloud, when he asked Gehazi, go and check again. When he went out and checked and told him that I see a little glance of cloud, he said, ask the king to begin to run with his chariots, because the rain is going to meet him on the way.
Wow.
That is what is coming. If anybody who is waiting for anything good to happen in that contraction called Nigeria, you must be kidding.
Yes.
The clock is ticking. Very, very fast. The clock is ticking. Very, very fast. The only place now they are planning how to invade now is our land. And everybody should be very, very vigilant and conscious of his movements. You're in and out. If you go out, come back on time. Wherever you are going, if you go back, come back on time. When you see a troop of soldiers, run for your life.
Yes.
Don't go close to them, because they will unalive you and they tag you IPOB.
Yes.
If you see where police are coming with their van, run for your life to be spared. Remember what Mazen Namdekanu said. Mazen Namdekanu said, if it is only one or two people that is remaining, that let them continue. But instead of Fulani people, we take over our land, our God-given land. He said, let every living thing breathing in that contraction called you, let all of them perish. That's the word of a prophet. And you know what that means. That is the main reason why he's still standing till today. People thinking that Mazen Namdekanu is going to give us. You see, I want people to know one thing. You see what Judas Iscariot did to himself would be child's play to what people who betray Mazen Namdekanu will do to their own self.
Yes.
Because
it's true.
It will be a child's play. So that is one thing I want everybody to know. If you are planning to betray, you better come out and betray so that we will see you and know you now. Come out from your shed where you are hiding. Come and betray so that we'll know you and we'll write you in our book and keep you. Because you see this freedom, the freedom will come. Pastor Fama, I'm still here with you. If I would add another thing, I'll still come back. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mazify. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so very much. All right. So I want us to listen to this message of Mazen Namdekanu. Please, guys, remember I've pinned the link on my YouTube channels. So those of you watching, you want to come in, please do well to come in. If you feel like you want to call and make a contribution, let me allow the number to be rolling down on the program.
I think I've not.
Why is it that I want to bring this thing? This thing will just be rolling in. Okay. So the number is rolling under there. You can see it. You can call in with that number, or you come in with the link. So let's listen to this message of Mazen Namdekanu. How the Mazen Namdekanu promised the zoo exactly what is happening now, as they are planning how they will be attacking Biafra land. Then terrible things will be happening to them in Nigeria. Nigeria will not be able to put themselves together again. Everything about Nigeria is going into tatters. Going into tatters, believe me. Mazin Amgana said it on social media. So let's go.
The message meant, and I kept praying. Elohim said, you will bring them down to your land, and the real terrorists that they are grooming will take over their own land from them. I still said, I don't understand. They gave me a message in Igbo language. Now I can't see how.
Yes.
That hand with which they've tried to feed poison to others, they will put into their own mouth.
Yes.
It shall kill them.
Yes.
That was what Elohim said to me. Eligwe's Rimozi, and I must give it to you
tonight.
And I kept wondering. What is this whole thing all about? Until it started happening. I want to give you a very clean, fine example today as to what heaven meant by keep doing what you're doing, draw them to the east, and I will hand over their land to vandals. And vandals are now in their land eating their flesh. I'll give a very simple example this evening. A humanitarian crisis is brewing in Zulu Emirates, in Kebbi State. Listen to the name. School today. Bring your pen and paper, I said. Bring your pen and paper, for goodness sake. And note everything I'm telling you. They said there is a place called Zulu Emirate. Emirate is the word I want you to note. Write it down. In Kebbi State. Their villagers are fleeing their communities following the invasion of armed bandits. The way Guardian newspaper put it is this: thousands flee Kebbi communities over invasion by armed bandits. There was a brother of mine that wrote something today, which, with his permission, I will quote. Obonna, he said, all the demons of hell must overrun the north. That Elohim said, that he has unleashed, that he has opened the floodgates of hell. All the demons of hell, they will eat the flesh of the Fulani in the north. They send their army, their zombie army, to the east, where they will be destroyed by Elohim. Then the sun will rise over the land of Biafra, never to dim again for eternity. It was today that the full weight of that message that I was giving dawned on me. When I was on air and I was saying that we would draw them to the east, and the real bad eggs will take over their land, I didn't even know what I was saying, but it has happened today. Do you know who Kebbi people are? You don't know, but I will tell you later. The people who are in Olu today fighting, most of them are from Kebbi State. In the Nigerian army. They came to Olu to kill Biafran people. But as they left the north, their lands are being taken over by hardened savages and animals from across the Sahel that their political masters imported into the zoo. All of the army, Nigerian army in Biafra land, you are going to die there. You will die in Biafra land. All of you will die there. Our people don't understand this very message that we are giving to them. But I do hope that after tonight, they will get it. All of you will die in Biafra land, those in Olu, those elsewhere. The best option for you is to take off your uniform and run away before it is too late. Go back to your land, those of you from Kebbi State. Go back to Kebbi to go and save your land. Because as you are in Olu, you have no village anymore to go back to in Kebbi. It's gone. Your village is gone and gone for good. That is the work of Almighty God in heaven. The same prophecy I was given, that there is no other religious minister in the zoo that can match 0.0000001% of the accuracy of our prediction. No, nobody can. I'm begging. Now listen carefully to me. All of you in Biafra land, you're going to die. Even the Pakistani mercenaries that we saw in Olo, all of you will die there. If by any stretch of luck you manage to survive what is coming, because they know now, and I watch it in Agesugo.
All right, we'll have a caller. Let's take this caller. Yeah, hello, Mazi.
Mazi, Dewo. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, my brother. I know my life. Who are there?
I know, Biafra. Happy Easter.
Yes.
Mazi, I'm going to contribute to it like our last call on British Muslim. Okay,
go ahead.
Mazi, Emana, the third king of Britain, were Muslim.
The third king
of Britain, they are Muslim. Life.
Wow.
From the third king you go. Okay?
Yes.
Mazi, Emana, na history of Britain applicable, but here I don't want to make you pick. Mazi, man, only not Britain today. We just Scotland, not Britain, not Britain. You know idea? Because now the third king of Britain,
yes.
So honor a woman from France, a French woman, a French woman, a gay called then that girl honor where they threw him from a Scottish soldier. Okay, no go had in the Scotland. The woman where they threw him from the man. The day that king now on the sick bed, because I get a few really the secret when you're in an order. No wrong when I'm way gay. No, Scotland, here, we rule them forever.
Wow.
That man. I got Ireland canon, now I'm of the history of Britain. I got that. Up to today, all Scotland is Britain. Up to today. Scotland is Britain up to today. Okay, and the Britain, the British monarch who they are Muslim.
Yes.
I know how enough. I don't form this movement enough.
Come again. Your line is breaking. Your line is breaking. I don't know why. Repeat again. Repeat again. It's like Catholic Church again.
Catholic Church will have a form Muslim.
Yes.
That is why Catholic Church now they separate. Muslim will separate.
Yes.
Catholic Church will reverend sister.
Yes.
Muslim will reverend sister. Only Ghana hey, Elof Goma after this Obradano on a Dokono now. The highest mosque in Alabama. If I don't know Mother Mary, the Queen of the Sun. The highest mosque na Praga. Praga.
Prague. Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Again, the highest mosque in Alabama. We had the Mother of Mary, the morning star.
Yes.
Na mosque. Yeah. Ona batana only attack na mosque. Na Muslim. Pope yebuzo Pope condemn when. But I never the Christian. I never Christian. Yana ka Pope kuloku.
Hey.
But I know even when I attack na Muslim. Na mosque. Pope yebuzo ozbo. Comment. Ona batana we do na Uganda. They kiss the feet of Uganda president, a Muslim man. So I'm hearing on, but I had to actually impose this into us, na Biafra land. Now, but I'm pretending to everything. Governor na Fulani take over Nigeria. I need know Islam.
Yes.
If you don't know.
Yes.
Britain have go as a Christian. No.
Yeah.
How can America na Africa as a Christian? Britain have Africa as a Christian. But going to na Britain na Africa as a Christian, you're wasting your time.
Yes.
Britain were a Muslim country.
Oh, yeah, it's all a caliphate. It has become a caliphate.
Yes, that was beginning how a Muslim country. Okay, your time. So I be and I get deceived very mad. And the after how Catholics, yeah, and I say no Catholic or bro Catholic, the men after how Catholics, and the how when they put that flag and it's a white with a red cross. Invaders. Yeah, I had what I can't condemn mad.
Yes.
I don't mad. I change that flag. Or the Red Cross. Red Cross Association.
Okay.
But now flag had you put them mad.
Yeah. Your line, I don't know. Your line is cutting. Your line is breaking anyway. I don't know network at this area of ma. Hello. I think we have lost him completely. Yeah, we've lost him completely. So let's allow Onyendu to finish. There's a very important message from a concerned Biafran that I will bring to us. I think that will make us, that will close the service. But meanwhile, let's listen to Mazin Namdekan. Let's go.
If by any stretch of imagination you get out of Olo alive and survive what is coming, then look for where else to go to, because your land has been taken over by terrorists from the Sahel. Those of you from Kebbi State in Imo State listening to my broadcast this evening, you are about to pay the price of stupidity. In your next life, if they mention Biafra, you tell your mother not to give birth to you. All of you, you are finished. You are going to die in the one thing. You are going to die in Biafra land. You will die there to start with. All of you will die there. You will die in Biafra land. You are going to die there. That is certain. And by the time one or two of you then may survive, by the time you crawl back to where you come from, let me remind you once what's happening again, where you come from. They say it is a humanitarian crisis. Some of you are in Abuja, some of you are in Lagos writing rubbish every blessed day. Nigeria should be one. We should move forward. We should move forward. The idiots like Obasanjo writing rubbish. But there is a humanitarian crisis. They didn't say it's just banditry. Humanitarian crisis in Kebbi State. Where some of you come from that claim you are serving in Imo State. Who said to go? I told you. I can't see Nugabu on. Somebody should translate for them in Hausa language, so they understand what I'm saying. All of you are going to die in Biafra land. By the time one or two survivors crawl back to the north, in fact, you can no longer go back because your land is taken over. It reminded me of what some DSS officers told me in the days I was under their detention in Abuja in the dungeon. One of them confessed to me when he was taking me to court that they are trying to stop. We are trying to stop you because we don't want what is happening in the north to happen in the east. Because even me here, I am from Adamawa. I cannot go to my village anymore. I've been in Abuja with my family ever since. But these idiots are in Abuja trying to sustain one Nigeria. The same one Nigeria that made it impossible for him to go to his village. He is in Abuja trying to sustain it. Things can never be the same again in Nigeria. Is gone. The zoo called Nigeria is gone. It can never be the same again. There are arms everywhere.
So, this is Mazin Namdekan in 2021 or 2020 thereabout, telling you that things can never be the same again in Nigeria. It is gone. Now, he was saying it then. Now you are seeing the picture. Reality. Koro Koro.
Arms everywhere. It can never be the same. The same thing the army has, now the people, they have it as well. Is it not AK-47? Ordinary bullet? You have it, and we have it. Let us see who is going to give up. We outnumber you by over 100,000 to 1. Even if we sacrifice 10 lives for one of you, we will kill all of you. That is why I know that Biafra land is a death trap for the zoo. They can never get out of there alive. They will die in that very place. DSS officers cannot go to their villages. Fulani think they are smart, but they are very foolish. I know they have this mentality of the vulture, udele. You know, Fulani. When you look at the zoo called Nigeria today, Fulani approach to the zoo is like the mentality of a vulture. Of course, they come from the foothills of Futajalon, which literally means the mountain of vultures in Senegambia, before they started their march towards Gobert, which they renamed Sokoto.
Gobert.
That the stupid, idiotic Hausa peasants allowed them to take.
Gobert.
Oh, I feel sorry for. Anyway, there's no more house anyway. They're finished.
Outside is finished.
Outside
is finished.
You see the male vulture, Udele, the male one. The male vulture, Udele, was being interviewed, maybe by BBC, I don't know. They asked the vulture, the male vulture. The BBC will ask the male vulture, Udele, now that your wife is pregnant, what do you think the future holds for you? BBC will asking vulture, Udele. That is, you know, the bird called Udele. Now, you know, vulture, it only eats carcasses. It only eats rotten meat. Dead bodies, that's what it eats. They asked a vulture, what is your take about the impending delivery from your wife? And the vulture, the male vulture, calmly replied that it is God that gives a child. If my wife survives the delivery, we will celebrate. But if she dies in the process of childbirth, then I'll call a feast because there'll be food to eat. That is Fulani mentality in the zoo. Now, let me tell you something. If you keep quiet, I want to talk to TB, Joshua, all these Yoruba criminal pastors. I want to listen to me very carefully. I want to also minister this evening to Mrs. Tambuwa. I want that fool, Umahi, to listen. X419, Umahi. I want to listen very, very carefully to what I have to say. The Fulani approach to the zoo called Nigeria is called the devil's alternative. I want to repeat very, very carefully, and I want you to understand this evening. It is called the devil's alternative. Fulani, they have this two-pronged approach to the issue of one Nigeria. If they collapse you through banditry, they will overrun you because they believe they have
the devil's alternative.
The message meant, and I kept praying.
Right. Thank you very much, Onyendu. Let's see. There's another message that I need to bring to us now. Let me bring it 1 minute. I'll share it to Facebook. Where is okay, here we are. No, let me just play only this one. Wait, hold on, guys. Okay. Okay. Refresh this. Okay, this message, please pay attention to this.
Go and
listen. Okay. Is it on the screen? Okay, it is. These guys must listen to this man. Very important.
Nigerians, go and get a gun. Forget any purchases or investments you want to make at the moment. Just go and get yourselves a very good gun. As you can see, your president is no longer interested in securing your lives. He's more interested now in getting his second term in 2027. The governor of Plateau State, in whose state a lot of people were massacred, came to the scene in an armored vehicle and refused to even come down from the armored vehicle. And what did he say to the people to reassure them? Oh, we will bury the dead. Nothing was said about justice. Nothing was said about grabbing the perpetrators of this terrorism. Your chief of army staff is more interested in quoting you the prodigal son in the Bible than in apprehending the culprits who are massacring our people every day. I tell you sincerely, go get yourself a very good gun. It is the greatest investment you can have now. Because as it is, we are on our own. The middle belt is decimated as we speak. The southwest of Nigeria, many villages have been sacked in Kwara, Ondo, Ekiti. The press is not reporting most of this because they've been compromised. We cannot look at our National Assembly for succor because those ones, you know what they are. Most of the governors are fighting for a second term, and so they are not interested in your security. Nigerians, we are on a long term. Go get yourself a very good gun. It is the greatest investment you can make in 2026. God bless you. Nigerians, go and get a gun.
I don't think I should repeat it. You have already heard it. That's the message of a concerned person. Is talking to Nigerians, those that want to leave. It's the same thing that Very Dark Man tried to say. You should get something to protect yourself, even though he didn't call it a gun. But you know what they said? They said Very Dark Man have told Christians to start unaliving Muslims. You see the way they change narrative? You know what? Have you not heard stories of how they go into communities, the DSS Nigeria? They go into communities, they disarm the people, and after they disarm them, the terrorists will come, operate, and they will go unhindered. To go unhindered. Nothing will stop them. So this man is advising you, go and get a gun to protect yourself. Protect yourself. Because when these enemies or these blood-sucking demons come with guns, you cannot fight them back with machetes. Okay? So that's it. I think that's the much we can bring today. Thank you for joining me. If we have more updates, I will bring to us. But for now, as I prayed from the beginning, I prayed for you again. May this Easter you just celebrated be the last you will celebrate in Nigeria. Because we must get home as soon as possible. Because if not, there's a lot of midnights. A lot of midnights. Thank you for joining me today. And God bless you. Thank you for those of you that made contributions, those that called in, those of you that have commented. Thank you so much. God bless you. For those of you that are listening to some senseless narrative that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa went astray, listen to him. He never went astray. He has always maintained the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that's why he said this.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle. Battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. I I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. Go and mark today's date. I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there. Any day, anytime. The foundation for the liberation and independence of Biafra has been laid by this government, and it is very, very strong. We build this particular foundation of the liberation on solid rock. Are you not seeing it? We are not shaking. I am standing very, very strong, making sure that I'm taking the bullet that they are firing at Biafra people, because their target is you. They believe that once they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the way, they will come for all of you. That is exactly what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, because nobody is there to stand on the way for them. And they are annihilating people, killing them, sending them to IDP camp. I told them, you see this face, okay, deceive very well. To deceive you. The momentum of the Biafra liberation today have necessitated all the discussion you see. Everybody is talking. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Some of them claim that he was not fighting the way I'm fighting, but you kidnap him. Some of them are now addressing him as a gentleman, but you went and they kidnapped a gentleman. They say, oh, he's more reasonable. He's not, but you kidnapped him. What were you thinking? All of them contributed money. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, it was their headache. They couldn't sleep every day. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's destroying Alibo. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's doing this, he's doing that. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer destroying Alibo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer causing problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer is the good man. Is the only man now that is very reasonable. And I have not even started, because you see what Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Agaku Nigeria Igwe. And you know the next level is by taking all their terrorist barracks, taking all the government houses. That is the next level we will go, because it is part of the defense of our land. These places are places where the attack against our people are being planned. I have become your last bus stop. And said it from the beginning till now. I will be your end until Biafra come. Ana me see you there. Unu ga no gide there aso until Biafra will come.
Aburo manu na tata. It may come like this. You will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kineri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again. Come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
Ọkpụkpụ mbụ abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na-anọ mmadụ n'onu onye ahụ ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu ogbuo gị pee. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mụ Nigeria n'onu. Gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu. Gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Anọ m ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. come 2023.
Just fight me. You know, they come man from there. Or because they want to go to pray from I go to man. Because at times on a board for the guy, each Diegos or major side, each Diego or maple. So look at that. Hello, Onyedeka. Hello, Onyedeka. Hello, Onyedeka.
Onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo ị na-etinye ị na-ewepụ ka a hapụ ịtọhapụ Nnamdi Kanu. Igwe Kalụ Ụmụnọha gbuo ogu, Amadioha gbuo ogu, Arụsị Ọgbaga gbuo ogu, Arụsị Ọkụzụ gbuo ogu, Arụsị Ọkịja gbuo ogu, Arụsị enwere n'ala Igbo gbuo ogu, Okike Abịama kpọọ gị ọkụ.
He say, thank you very much, my people. Thank you. Now, the media war, I think my brother here is writing a lot of interesting comments. Media war is very powerful. Exposing the British to US citizens channels like a Tucker Carlson, Redacted, and Elon Musk Twitter is very, very important. They forgot their colonial history completely. Yeah. Media war is very powerful. Now they're using media. You know, they have bought these terrorists. They have bought a lot of all these media gurus. People like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. They bought them. They're now using them against the righteous ones. But they have faith. Just like Mazen Namgadu said, I can't Shihagabahon. Yeah, thank you, my brother Boniface. These PM videos are very lively and spirit-provoking. Thank you. Very, very powerful. That's why we keep playing it, to provoke the enemies, to let them know that Odogu is still active. Odogu is still active. The dragon is coming back. Dragon will be back, and there's no stopping him. I love you all. I'll see you in my next broadcast, probably Ototuoma, because tomorrow I'll be working. So